Right, so my name's Luke. I'm the owner, proprietor, whatever you want to call it, of Luke's Affordable Paint Service on YouTube. It's not just what I do, I'm a working musician. I have been for, I think it's coming up 10 years now. Fucking hell, I've been doing it a long time. Yeah, I've got a little girl, I've got two sausage dogs, Dachshunds, whatever you want to call them. I've got a girlfriend, just a normal bloke. So yeah, it's me. Well, about 5 years ago, I started. This is proper dark. This I don't even want to talk about it. I was in a failing relationship. I was clinging on to it for my dear life, as in it was me that were just holding on to something that didn't need holding on to. And because of that, it sent me over the edge, which is not me. I've never got that emotional about anything, even people dying. But it had an effect on me, and because of the drink and me going out a lot, I decided to put my focus onto something, divert my attention, but doing something that I felt proud of. Because computer gaming, you don't feel proud of it. I can play computer games, pissed. So I went to, I think it were Asda. I'm walking around Asda doing a bit of shopping, and there were an Airfix kit, so I bought that. Started painting that up. And with the paints that came with it, I bought a couple of paintbrushes from the art section. They were shit, but they worked. And I got a couple of spray cans. And I brought it back, took a picture, I put it on a diorama page. People were like, oh, it's good to see you getting into it. And then, yeah, I took a picture 3 hours later of it finished, and people were gobsmacked that I painted it with the bits that came with the set. If I ever find a picture of that, I'll try and find it. Must be in an hard drive somewhere, and I'll upload that to my page. So yeah, about 5 years ago, what turned me into a nerd is an ex-girlfriend that ruined me. So yeah, bit dark that, and get better. The ones that I'm known for is Kings of War. The main game I actually play is Stratego. It's an MB game from Toys. Well, you can't buy it from Toys R Us, they're gone. But any outlet store will have Stratego. It's just one of them board games. It's like Guess Who, military Guess Who. That's literally what it is. And it's literally the best strategy game I have ever played and ever will play. So if you've not played Stratego, buy it. It costs about a tenner, and I'm telling you, you and your mates will fall out. It's brilliant. But yeah, me and my brother play Stratego all the time. It's a great game. Other games I play, Gangs of Rome. I'm starting to play D&D loads. D&D suiting because I'm that busy with this, that D&D is just great, because I can rock up with a sheet of paper and a miniature. Do you know what I mean? I ain't got to plan it, which is great. So yeah, D&D. Because of the past, diverted my attention. I get really into things, hence why I'm probably a working musician. I started playing bass at 16. By the age of 20 I was a professional. Same with this, I suppose. It's just because I literally immerse myself in the industry, and there's a lot of, and when I started getting into it and started looking on YouTube and stuff, there's a lot of help, but there's not a lot of reasons why that help exists. Let me explain. For example, if somebody's using like Vallejo thinning medium to a paint, nobody really explains what that thinning medium is. So people are just adding it and don't know what that product's doing or what it actually is. And with me being an ex-decorator in between being a musician and professional fine artist with my father, I learned what all this stuff was. So when I started doing the hobby, I was like, why am I paying a tenner for that? When I can spend £10 on materials and I've got enough to last me a lifetime. So I think I was more passionate to share that knowledge rather than the hobby itself. Just because there's a lot of people that don't understand the theory of paint. People don't seem to understand what they're actually doing, so I like educating people. It's fun. It's fun to watch somebody go, oh, bloody hell, that Rit. Do you know what I mean? As in, I enjoy that. I think that's what caused it. I was on the Kings of War Fanatics page, okay? I started with a game called Bolt Action right at the beginning, when the shit happened. I started with Bolt Action with my little brother. He got me into it, and I had fun with that. And I preferred fantasy models. I got sick of painting beige and grey, that I wanted to paint some really colourful models. So I bought some Games Workshop Zinch, because they were pink and bright colours. And it was at the time that Age of Sigmar were coming in. So I got all these models really cheap, painting them up. I tried playing 8th, I couldn't get my hands to it. I played Age of Sigmar and it wasn't a mass battle game, it was a skirmish game. As much as I tried to make it mass battle, it just didn't work. And then me and my brother said, oh, let's have a go at this Kings of War that people keep talking about. So we cut up some cardboard shapes, moved them around. Best game I've ever played. Literally the best game I've ever played. And because of that game, I got into the Kings of War Fanatics group, and because I was building bases using door plaques and doing really strange stuff that people were like, what are you using that? What is that? And they said, oh, you need to do this on YouTube, people will love it. So yeah, that's how I got into YouTube. But at the time I was doing painting commissions like before I was even on Facebook, even with a page. And I thought getting on YouTube would help people trust me, because at the time people saying, well, how do I know who you are? I'm going to send you a grand worth of models and pay you stupid amounts of money to sit and paint these models, and I don't even know who you are. So that's the other reason why I did YouTube, was so people know who I was, so they had a place to complain. So I took the advantage, I took it, and look what's happened. If anything, it'll be what I'm doing but better. If you watch my first video to now, the progression is massive, okay? And that's just in 2 years. So hopefully in another year's time, my product range will be massive. I mean, I'm resin casting. I'm already working on a load of resin products. I'm hoping to go down the miniature route, but I need to find a sculptor that'll be willing to do the models that I want to do. But as far as my channel, I'm going to be doing a lot more live stuff, but I'm going to be doing full live builds. Because of how I use and how I've progressed as a builder. I don't mean a labourer, I mean a terrain builder. But how as I progressed as a builder, I can actually build things in a short space of time. So for example, if somebody wanted to be shown how to build, you know, a really nice gaming table with hills and outcrops and everything else, I can do that in around 6 hours. Alright, as long as it's a fixed board. If it's modular, it's a different kettle of fish. But if it's a fixed board, I can do that in about 6 hours. So if somebody, for example, want to do like an Arms on Parade board, I could literally do a full live stream and show you how to do that in a small space of time, a full window, and people can ring in, speak to me, you know, ask questions while I'm doing things. That's what's coming, and I'm really looking forward to that, because it'd be really nice to see what when I'm doing stuff, people can actually. I've got 4 cameras, so they can be all positioned for super close-up work and all sorts. So this is why this room's all kitted for it, ready. I'm just testing the software, which has cost me an absolute arm and a leg, but it seems to be working well. Well, I'm looking forward to that. It is a few months off. Might be a bit longer because I'm still getting to grips with everything. It's the lighting for each camera and everything that's quite complicated, but as soon as I get that, that's to look forward to. Alright guys, so yeah, that's what's to come. If I've got to add anything, it's going to be a thank you. It's the obligatory thank you. The channel in 2 years is up to 50,000 subscribers. I don't know why, I don't know what's happened. I know I've put the work in. I mean, I've been working, what, 70, 80 hour weeks since I started trying to do it all. I'm knackered. But I'd like to thank all the people that have made it happen. All right, everybody that's been with me from the beginning, even to newcomers. You know, your comments are most of your comments are positive. I mean, there's some assholes out there, but a lot of you, you know, down to earth enough, and you're on the same level as me, which is great. If anybody does want to hang out and chill and just chat and share your work, I do have a group called LukesAPS Hangouts and Discussions. I'm very active in there. If you need any help personally, guys, there's no charge, there's no like that. Just literally tag me in the comment, or even just send me a PM. And if it's quite a complicated question, I'll ring you. Do you know what I mean? I'll ring you on Facebook and just have a 5-minute chat, because that 5-minute chat's better than texting for 2 hours, isn't it? I'll be just sat working, so I can just call you and have a quick chat. So if anybody's really stuck and they don't know what to do, just send me a couple of pictures and I'll talk you through it best I can see. And like I say, information's free, my time's free. So yeah. Thanks for this thing, and I hope that's answered a few questions that people have wondered about me and everything else. So yeah, cheers Martin, catching you soon.